leader's gone back to third. Make that fourth as Cale Quinlan tries to rip back as Ben Atkinson fires back. Goes round the top, back to third. Just up the road is your race leader now, Chad Eli. Boy, halfway home, Teagues, and that got juicy in traffic. Top four cars, mate. That's what you need to know. They were all in a transfer, but boy, did they get busy.
Yeah, they really got after it. And you can see how tricky the track is here tonight. As soon as Benny Atkinson Jr. got off the line there, his car just got way unsettled and opened up the door for Dumesny and Nelly Quinlan to get through. He was able to battle his way back as the race leader.
Oh! Dumesny just caught his right rear.
Wow.
Red, red, red. Matt Dumesny in the Bullseye Trading NT11 just caught the right rear of your race leader. Chad Eli, well, we'll dial it up in a moment. First and foremost, make sure Matt Dumesny is okay. Gee, he was putting on a brave performance right around the top. Just needed to be inside of the top four, and he was. He powered his way into the top two. So crash crew quickly on the scene, communicating with Matt to make sure he's A-OK. Car is on its right side. Crash crew quickly communicating, giving the directions to get Matt and the NT11 back on all fours. Boy, it was a powerhouse display by Matt Dumesny to get himself to the point. Just caught the right rear. Yeah, you guys are on point. Come on, folks, he's out of the car. How about banging your hands together, make a lot of noise for Matt Dumesny. Teagues, we'll talk about it in a moment. We had high hopes after last weekend's performance. He had the Darwin Sprint Car title on the Friday night, shot to pieces. He was way out in front before cutting down a right rear tyre as we have a look at our Shannon's Insurance replay. This is what I'm talking about. He just already clipped the right rear, turned the car hard right, got on the softer left rear corner, and he was up and over, and Chad Eli was not doing a lot wrong in the Lewiston haulage, number 98, right ahead of him. It's just so hammered down fast. And that took a big ride and a big bounce. Good news is that Matt is out and A-OK. You can see him walking away from the wrecked NT11 that'll be rebuilt and refixed. Gee, these boys are brave. They put it on the line every time they roll out that pit gate, and it is frantic out there at the moment. Good news is that Matt is able to walk away from the scene. The NT11 will be refixed, rebuilt, and reload tomorrow night. He was inside of a transfer, and that's all she wrote. Let's take a short break just while we clear the scene in turn number 2. We'll be back with our B main for round number 1 of Chariots of Thunder here at Northline Speedway. Welcome back, Northline Speedway, as we welcome everybody back, wherever you may be watching live and free, courtesy of Clay Per-View and the team here at Northline Speedway. That is the remains of Matt Dumesny's NT11 while rolling through the middle, trying to make his way to the front of tonight's B main. Let's have a look at our instant replay, courtesy of Shannon's Insurance. It was certainly frantic. We just only caught it. He'd already clipped the right rear of the 98 that was our race leader at the time. And I'm sure it's far from easy to keep a straight, tidy racing line at the moment. It has been hammered down tonight here at Northline Speedway. So Matt, while inside of a transfer spot in position number 2, Teagues, unfortunately unloads the NT11. What that does do now is allows Cam McKenzie, the WA4, to move into a top 4 transfer spot. Boy, it was a frantic opening lap, opening 10 laps, wasn't it? We saw the top 4 skip away, but even those guys were getting to racing in amongst the heavy traffic, and we could just see a mesh panel that needs replacing where Matt was up into the mesh in turn number 2. So that's the reason for the brief delay, but Teagues, it was frantic. That opening 10 laps was just outstanding to watch.
Yeah, not wrong, Gav. We had a pretty full-on opening 10 laps, and we're halfway home, so there's going to be some pretty good racing as we get on through the rest of this B main, the top 4 to transfer through, and as you said, Cam McKenzie getting his way on through, but I would say there's going to be some pretty heavy racing going on in the tail end of this one to try and make their way into the big dance tonight.
Just trying to hustle. I'm not too sure if the mic range will reach. I'm